Azurean.
And happy birthday Friday! We're a bit late today, but hey, we got James Bond tier list. Recently this month, we watched majority of James Bond movies. Azurean had already seen the first 8 Bond movies, and we picked it up from there. So,
Just 30 short years ago.
so I did not see any of the Sean Connery movies. So we're going to start with Azurean talking about the Connery movies. So Doctor No.
Doctor No. It's about. There's no doctors in it. That's why it's called that. No, really. It was my mom had a collection of 8 Bond movies, and this was the first one in it because it was the very first movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked the camp. I liked his his character. It was just a really fun movie. There's definitely you can see where Austin Powers lifted certain scenes from this movie and several Bond movies.
Yes, that was kind of my favorite thing about watching these is getting to see where Austin Powers got a lot of their inspiration because I'd only seen a handful of Bond movies when I first saw, maybe even only 1 or 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
And it was pretty cool. Set the standard for what to expect from Bond movies. It hasn't really changed. If you went back and watch this now, you'll see all the elements there. Maybe a little rough around the edges, but they're all there. The bad guy has robot hands. It's so cool. Also, the only one that not have a proper theme song outside of the Bond theme song. Certainly, out of the earlier movies, I was familiar with the character from James Bond Jr., although he's quite a bit different in the original movie.
James Bond Jr.
Yeah. Bond, James Bond Jr. He learned the game from his uncle James. Now he's to the name. Anyhow, I like this one a bit. These ones are all rewatchable. But not much to say. Robot supervillain, and it's easily, from the early movies, it's definitely way up there. I would say, as far as Bond movies go, I would say it's I'm gonna put it in B for now.
Okay.
Only because I'm afraid I'm gonna like something. You know what? Maybe A.
Put it to A?
Yeah, I'll move it to A because of that. It's like the first, it gets you excited for the movies. From Russia with Love. I like this one too. There was a guy with a mechanical arm in this one. I had a lot of fun with this one too. I love the camp, the action. Again, the formula is pretty much the same. There's a supervillain trying to do a thing. MI6 is like, hey, Bond.
There was a train.
Yes.
And a helicopter.
A good portion of the movie takes place on the train. Really made me want to ride a train. But yeah, a good portion of these movies are basically the same thing. Bad guy does a thing. They ask Bond to stop the guy, and along the way, he seduces these women, or rather, the women fall in love with him, or whatever. I can't, like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen a lot of these.
All right.
But I enjoyed it still. I still had a lot of fun with the first 8. I would say this one is a B.
Okay.
It's a train. Goldfinger. He's the man with the Midas touch.
A spider's touch, such a cold finger. Yeah, we're gonna rank the songs in another video.
But yeah, this is oh my gosh, do you remember them painting the woman? This is where they get the inspiration for Goldmember from the Austin Powers movies. Very similar character. They almost just straight up did the character.
So I will point out that this makes it look like Bond is like dating a woman who's made out of gold, but that's not what happens in the movie.
Yeah. They spoilers if you haven't seen this movie in the past 60 years, but it's is it correct? 60? Jeez, no, not exactly. But anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh shoot, yeah, it is actually pretty close. But yeah, there's a whole thing where he paints some of his victims gold. They thought that if you painted every inch of your body in paint, that your body would suffocate your skin wouldn't be able to breathe, and you would just die. And it's not true, but whatever.
Also, this is also where Austin Powers got random task.
Oh yes, yes. Odd Job was, although we won't talk about the actor.
And Odd Job is, for some reason, made exceptionally short in the GoldenEye video game.
Yeah.
So anybody who picks Odd Job is at an advantage because they're much shorter, even though the actor is not short.
Yeah, he was not.
Like it would have made more sense for another Bond villain henchman we will talk about later.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
But this is really good. I love the plot. Easy to follow plot on this one. Very easy.
From what I understand, they changed one of the details from the original book. About how Goldfinger was going to carry out his plan, or why he was carrying out his plan, something like that.
But yeah,
anyhow,
it's pretty cool. You get to see Fort Knox in there, at least a representation of it. I definitely think this is up there for Bond. We've seen very memorable villain, memorable shtick, everything. I would say this is A tier Bond.
Higher or lower than?
I would just put it right there.
Okay.
Nothing will beat Dr. No from the first date, in my opinion. But okay, what do we got next? Thunderball. This is one I'm not. My recollection of Thunderball isn't as strong, but of course you got the eye patch villain. So.
Is this where number 2 comes from?
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Who does number 2 work for? Oh, the jetpack, which is it comes up in a later movie, which is so cool. Yeah, this one was you actually get to see a little bit more of Sean Connery's physique as a young person.
Sharks, but not with laser beams attached to their heads.
Yeah, sharks were really made into these vicious creatures, which they can be. But these movies really kind of escalated that in the public conscious. Yeah. I gotta admit, I don't remember a ton about Thunderball. But classic Bond. I thought it was okay. I feel like the formula was starting to weaken by this point.
Okay.
I would say it's I hate to say C tier. This is relative to other Bond movies too, I should say. I'm not rating these against non-Bond movies. You only live twice. There we go. Hey, that bald guy looks familiar. If it's not super apparent, this is where they got the whole thing for Dr. Evil, his general appearance.
Yes, Blofeld with his pet pussycat.
Yes. And they left it pretty straight up from this movie. I enjoyed this character a lot. They actually came up a couple times in Bond lore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he the only James Bond villain who shows up in multiple movies?
Yeah, usually
outside of henchmen.
Yep, a lot of them die actually at the end of their movie. Spoilers. The majority of them are dead by the end of the movies they're introduced in. Blofeld actually got to hang out for more than one. I really love the whole bit where there's the one line he talks about having dangling earlobes and attached earlobes. And I'm like, wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That was one of those things that was rent free in my bird brain.
Isn't this also the one where it's a little bit on the James Bond goes undercover as an Asian man or something?
Oh, I do remember that.
I want to say he blackens his hair and slicks it down, and he tries to pretend to be Asian.
Yeah,
I could be wrong about that. I could be.
Okay, but that's on you. But
I want to say there's a whole thing where he goes to Japan in this, isn't there?
I believe that is accurate.
Because you got the Japanese style characters where you only live twice. You got the woman in the kimono.
For me, I never really. When I was younger, I didn't really care about the setting too much. I just.
And there's Japanese right there. Yeah. It says Toshiba.
I just enjoyed. I enjoyed the characters more. I didn't realize how much country hopping he does in these movies.
Yeah, that's actually one of the big things about this franchise is that they try to visit at least 2 to 3 different countries in the movies.
I would say for early Bond movies, I would say this is definitely a solid B tier.
Okay.
Maybe higher. It's hard to say.
So next, actually, that was the last one he did before George Lazenby became Bond, and did the one and only movie he did with On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes, yes.
Far up, far out, far more. James Bond 007 is back.
Yeah, this is I think the first, I could be wrong, movie where he skis, and it becomes a scene in quite a few of the Roger
Yes.
Moore movies.
Becomes a trend.
Yeah, I think in almost in the majority of his
Yeah.
movies. Maybe not everyone, but the majority of.
I could not find anything specifying exactly why that was chosen, other than it's apparently a rich person sport, and that's kind of what they were going for the character. Is he's a sophisticated guy who likes rich people things. But yeah, is that like a toboggan? What is that thing? It's a
yeah,
checker
yeah,
pattern.
it's like a luge.
A luge.
Yeah, I don't remember. I gotta admit, like I said, these movies have been a bit of spell. We had to we couldn't rewatch all of them.
Yeah.
I did think that I found his the change to make him Bond a little bit jarring.
Yeah.
I had a hard time. It was a hard adjustment, and it's the only movie he's in. So
yeah, from what I've heard, he was hard to work with.
Yeah,
which is kind of interesting. I wonder how he ranks compared to some of the more modern diva actors who are hard to work with.
Yeah.
I'm betting that he wasn't as hard to work with as some of these other ones are. Hey, I wanna tweak the script on every page.
Yeah.
And...
Okay. So anyhow, he's I gotta say, I feel like even when I was younger, that the movie is pretty forgettable. I mean, maybe a modern rewatch would change my mind, but it did do one notable thing, and it's the only movie in which Bond falls in love and gets married.
Yep.
So,
And funny enough, it is referenced throughout the franchise as being a canon event.
yeah.
So it is probably the weirdest thing about that movie.
Yeah. They could have easily just swept it under the rug and
Yeah.
be like, okay, that happened, and then move on, but they actually kept with it, and so some respect to them for
Also,
that.
I guess that also makes it another thing Austin Powers took from with how the first movie ends. Don't they get married?
I'm
pretty sure Vanessa.
I didn't prepare for that
Austin
part.
would have married.
But
Anyhow,
I would
I could be
say
wrong.
only because I feel like the category is gonna be lonely. Let's make it a D tier movie.
D tier, all right. And how would you rank Lazenby? I guess we can save him for later. But how would you rank Lazenby as a Bond?
So far he's my least favorite. And maybe if he did a couple more movies, I would change my mind. But I mean, you had Sean Connery, shaken, not stirred.
So then Sean Connery came back with Diamonds Are Forever, 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 Forever,
Yes.
Forever, Forever.
It was great seeing him again. I thought I still think it's a little weird that an actor who leaves the role comes back to the role, and I was just like, hey, he looks like Sean Connery again. I was really excited to see him again. Man, I gotta tell you, I don't remember a ton about this. What is this one?
Diamonds Are Forever,
Diamonds
Forever,
Are Forever. There you
Forever,
go.
Forever.
Okay. So,
Is the imagery not conjuring up any memories?
No, I really don't remember a ton about this movie. I really this one. It must not have been that great. I can't remember.
Right?
I really can't remember that one. I don't remember the notable events in that one.
C or D then?
Oh man, I'm gonna just put it in a. I'll have to put it in a D tier. I'm sorry to lovers of that particular movie. It did not leave a mark.
All right. Well, now we move on to Roger Moore.
Yes, he is the person who has played Bond.
But I suppose we should rank Sean Connery. How would you rank Sean
Sean
Connery?
Connery's way up there. I mean, he's the original. He set the standard to be like. I get it. He's not my absolute favorite Bond. But I mean, he was a good Bond though. I mean, again, they set the tone of the movies with him. I would say out of the first three Bonds, he's easily the best.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, I'd put him A tier.
All right. So now we've got the first of Roger Moore's movies, which is the only one of his that I didn't see, is Live and Let Die.
Yes, yes. I enjoyed this one. Oh gosh. Um, I have forgotten a good portion, but I did. I mean, the theme song is. I was familiar with the theme song because Guns N' Roses did a cover of it, and that's how I became familiar.
Looks like we got alligator, crocodile, and speedboats. And you got some
There's
kind
a
of
lot
giant.
of boats
Is
in
that a
these
giant
movies.
missile or is it a cannon firing? You got the devil, death, lovers, and fortune. I guess these are supposed to be tarot cards here.
Yes, they're tarot cards, and most of these characters do appear in the movie to some degree.
Also, I love the detail of the Roger Moore spelling out 007.
Yes,
that was
yes.
a cool detail.
I mean, well, it's the first Roger Moore movie, and honestly, I gotta say he was a great Bond. I would say I can understand people liking him more possibly than Sean Connery, but I really like his more lightheartedness. Like, I feel like Sean Connery was leaning more into the perfect version of Bond, and I feel like Roger Moore had a little more fun with the role.
Okay.
Oh my
So
gosh.
how you reckon Live and Let Die?
I would say C.
See? Alright.
Man, I wish I remembered more. Once we get to the other movies, it's going to be a little more fresh.
Alright, so this is the first one we watched together.
Yes, yes. This one
The
one was
Man
great.
with the Golden Gun.
I enjoyed this one thoroughly. I liked the gimmick of it. I wasn't sure what to expect with the golden gun. At first, I was like, this gun looks stupid. And then figuring out, learning what the gun actually was, I was like, okay, that's pretty dang cool. And the whole shtick is that this guy, Dracula.
Scaramanga, played by Christopher Lee.
Yeah, he's a killer that
He's a hired assassin
yeah,
for $1 million.
Yes, he charges 1 million per hit, and he only ever uses the one bullet because he like doesn't ever not kill them with this bullet. And he has a gun that disassembles so he could sneak it in anywhere. It is super cool. The imagery is beautiful. The guy from gosh. There was another with the short, little person, Knick-Knack. I cannot remember. Was it Love Boat? It's not Love Boat.
Fantasy Island?
Fantasy Island. There we go.
That was him?
Yeah, he was in there.
The plane! The plane!
Yes. He was wonderful. I thought he speaks French in this one, I
Yeah,
believe.
he is very strangely bilingual in it. He's kind of speaking Franglish.
He was a great character.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guy was a great character. This is, I would say, peak Bond. This is like, if you wanted to see a movie that it's got the camp, it's got the women, it's got the
gadgets,
interesting villain and the gadgets,
and the cool locations and the chase. There's an awesome chase scene.
Oh my gosh, they're so good, and the scenery is amazing. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best ones I've seen.
The only knock that I would give against it is that there's a bit of the time period this was made in kind of is there. There's a scene where a foreign character is seeing the native people and saying a lot of words and phrases that you wouldn't be able to get away with these days.
Yeah, there is definitely some unfortunate dialogue.
But if you can look past that, it's a fantastic movie.
And at least the bad dialogue is reflective of the type of person that's saying it.
Yes.
Not, the guy doesn't just
It's
say
not Bond
things.
who's saying it.
Yeah, the guy when the people that do say these bad things, I usually get the instant karma. So there is some.
But anyhow, how would you rank it?
This is easily.
Easily.
Oh man, it's either A or S tier. I would have to say, as far as Bond movies go, it is one of the ones I had the most fun with. I have to put it in S tier.
Okay.
It was. I enjoy it. Like a lot of these movies, I'd watch again anyway. Like sometimes we watch a movie, and I'm like, I don't want to ever like see another Bond movie again. And I was like, well, I mean, aside from the fact that we saw all of that, almost all of them together, I would watch some of these over again in a heartbeat. The Spy Who Loved Me.
It's the biggest, it's the best, it's Bond and beyond. The Spy Who Loved Me.
Gosh, what was this? Who was the main
So
villain?
this is the one with the guy at the ocean lair with
Oh,
the
yes!
things in the background.
That layer was pretty dang cool. I gotta give it to them. Some Bond villains are
This
more
is
down to earth.
Also the one where they went to Egypt and we met Jaws for the first time.
Yes.
I don't know if he's represented in here, unfortunately.
Yeah, he is probably, I would say, the most iconic Bond henchman.
Yes.
Like, easily.
Also because he shows up in more than one movie.
Yes. I didn't even realize, like, watching the older movies, that some characters get to come back. Some of the bad guys, because usually it's just Bond and the other MI6 agents.
And a couple other government
there's
agents.
a couple others, but as a kid, I could only retain Bond and crew, Miss Moneypenny.
But in any case, they go to Egypt. They go to the ocean. I'm trying to remember
Sharks are super evil in this one again. Oh no.
Are we frozen? Oh no.
Let's see. Oh, well, we're still recording. We're still coming through. Hold on a second. Let me fix the camera. It just... Oh, no.
There we go.
All right. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Just keep going.
So anyhow, The Spy Who Loved Me.
I enjoyed it. We're back. The Bond was a good Bond villain. He wasn't the most gripping to me. I didn't get into him as much. I didn't feel his motivation like I could, like with Goldfinger or the Man with the Golden Gun, or GoldenEye. No.
Well,
I just wanted to say all the
okay.
ones. But I think it was okay. I would say it's a B.
B? All right. And for me,
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean it.
I kind of feel like I kind of agree with that. Yeah, just kind of okay. Yes, Moonraker. This was one that I had wanted to see when I was younger, so bad. I heard some negative reviews of it.
There's Jaws again.
Yes.
Where all the other Bonds end, this one begins. I actually do not understand what that is meant to imply.
Yeah, it doesn't cap any storylines.
There's a scene on a cable car. There is a scene on a gondola, and there's the ending, which they go to outer space.
Yes, I didn't realize how little of the movie they go to space. That was one of the main criticisms I'd heard about this, is they didn't want Bond to go to space, and that's usually the death knell for a franchise. I thought I liked it. They made Jaws a little goofier.
They actually credited him here. Richard Kiel as Jaws.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, they made him a little goofier. He has his own subplot later on where he has what you would call in wrestling a face turn. He starts to become more of a sympathetic and even helpful character to Bond. The space station was kind of neat. I like sci-fi. Okay, I like sci-fi. I like the action scenes in this one. Thought they were very well shot. I actually did like the space stuff. It was a little campy, but that's what I really liked about Bond. And this one stands out. It's hard to stand out as a Bond movie when you're going up against so many others. I would say that this is you know what? I would say it's a B tier. But it's a B tier. B tier is pretty good. We got Jaws. Oh man.
I gotta say I like the other ones better.
Yeah, definitely not my favorite.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find a better poster than this one for Your Eyes Only. All the other ones did not really have the element of showing so many different moments from the movie in one image. This is the best one I could fit. This was apparently the Japanese poster that was adapted into an English one. But we got the cliff climbing. We got the scuba diving stuff. We got his specific car from this one. They got a motorcycle. Got a girl with the crossbow is very prominently. She uses the crossbow throughout the movie here.
Yeah, she really commits to the bit. She's a good guy or helpful character. And yeah, she is always with a crossbow. I really liked her character. I liked her more than Bond in this movie.
Oh wow!
It's just because, like, I mean, Bond is Bond.
Yeah.
It's the same guy.
I mean,
well,
if I feel like if the Bond franchise was starting like within the past 20 years, we probably would have gotten like a female like 00 agent spin-off. So it's like, oh, 009. Hey, girl
So
secret
anyhow-
agent doing her thing. Because like didn't John Wick do a spin-off where they did a female thing?
They
and-
focus on one of the female characters. But
But-
yeah, anyhow.
Yeah,
mean,
I just feel like they couldn't bring themselves to make it a solo female agent movie. It was all about Bond.
Yeah.
And
so,
maybe we'll get one someday. Who knows?
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought I found even though I remember the song, I feel like it was kind of weak sauce. But the movie itself, that was okay. I really liked the crossbow girl. I would say C though.
Okay. There we go. Now we got Octopussy,
Yes.
James Bond's all-time high.
It's an all-time high.
So, unfortunately, there is not an 8-armed woman in this movie,
yes, it
as
is.
the poster might imply.
Nor is there a plethora of kitty cats. But anyhow, I gotta say, I really did. Did she have 8 people in her crew?
I think there were more than 8.
Well,
But
there's a
anyhow,
whole thing with the circus act and all that, and I fell asleep during it, so I had to go rewatch some things. 'Cause I can't stay up very late anymore. But I absolutely loved the shtick with the women. She was she would have them from this traveling circus, right? They would do all this amazing like acrobatic and cheerleader type stuff where they would commit their nefarious deeds by like the human pyramid and crazy moves, and it was just so cool.
and Octopussy
absolutely love
herself was pretty cool too.
Yes, she was great too. I enjoyed. She was definitely one of my favorite Bond villains in
She's
that.
both antagonist and ally.
Yes. She's not like just straight up evil for the sake of being evil, or she wants all the power. She's just so cool. Like we never really see things like this in movies. Especially back then.
Yeah.
Like this was so good for me. This is it's entirely because of the character Octopussy. I would say it's A tier. I mean, if you want to see just Bond doing Bond things, maybe not the greatest, but I really liked the character. That was just such an amazing sequence at the end.
And the last of the Roger Moore, we got A View to a Kill.
Yes, I forgot this woman's name. But she was in the Conan movies, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. She has this absolutely amazing physique and this really imposing presence in everything she's in. Great villain or villainess.
And there's also another villain in the movie.
Yes, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
is fantastic. He's Christopher Walken.
Spoilers, he's the bad guy.
Yes. He's the main bad guy.
I'm pretty sure the movie doesn't immediately out him as the villain, but you kind of can figure out he's the bad guy.
Yeah, especially if you've seen the other movies, you know what's coming. He was excellent. She's basically like she technically his underling, but she seems to be I don't know, maybe she's more like a partner actually, because
Yeah.
like she helps train him because
Absolutely.
she's more adept at fighting. She's strong. She's almost stronger than Bond.
Almost. I'd say she is.
Okay, I just wanted to give Bond the because it's his movie
This
series.
was the oldest a Bond has ever been.
Yes, yes.
Roger Moore was older than any other James Bond at this
Yeah.
when he filmed this one.
Yeah,
But he didn't show it though. I will say that
he did a good job.
he still felt capable.
Yes, yes, he absolutely. I had no trouble buying into him being Bond, but he was starting to show his age. Um, I think this one was. I really liked this one. This one felt like a Bond movie. It had great villains. Another one where I feel like the villains kind of, at least that character kind of, really took control and drew the attention away from him. She stole the show. I would say, it's a B movie, a B tier movie. As far as Bonds go.
Well, funny enough, like, do I put it in A or do I not?
Yeah, you gotta do your own. You gotta do your own. If you want to put it in B, put it in B. You want to put it in A, you put it in A.
Nah, I gotta put it in A. All right, so next we have Timothy Dalton.
Yes, Timothy Dalton, the first Bond I ever had remembered seeing.
Although we gotta mark where we want Roger Moore to be on this list.
Roger Moore is fantastic. He is, for me, since Sean Connery's an A tier, he has to be B tier.
Okay.
Oh, it's so tough though. I could be convinced to change these around too.
All right, so Timothy Dalton, his first movie is The Living Daylights.
Yeah,
The new James Bond, Living on the Edge.
Yeah, this is, I feel like, this is certainly where it started to shift tones a little bit and become a little more serious. I felt still campy, still had all the the bad guys and the women. I feel like it's a transitional phase to the more serious Brosnan and eventually the way more serious Daniel Craig. I feel like this was a good transitional thing. Again,
yeah, I definitely don't think he did a bad job. I liked him as Bond. I kind of wish he had more to work with.
Yeah. Gosh, I forgot the villain in this one too.
Yeah.
We saw it not too long ago.
And I'm presuming it's one of those two guys over there.
Oh man, it's so bad. I mean, when I say we watched it just a little while ago, I'm talking like a week ago.
Yeah, less than a week.
Or
maybe a week.
Exactly. Yeah, we watched this out of order too. Yeah. I you know what? Again, these other ones stick out. The ones I saw before this stick out so much more. This, as much as I love Timothy Dalton, he played Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights. I think he's a fine actor. I think he did a great job, and he's definitely a solid C tier. This is to say, a solid C tier movie. I'd probably even put it lower. Oh, B, okay.
Oh, wait. No, I put the wrong thing. I meant...
Oh, that was... There
we go. All right, and the movie... Yeah, I cannot remember much of the details on that one. The funny thing is, the next one, The License to Kill, I thought was a lot more memorable, and that was the one we watched first by accident.
Yeah.
He gets his license revoked.
Yes.
So even though it's called License to Kill, he's lost his license to kill.
Yes, yes.
Which is such an ironic thing to title it if that's the premise.
I think it's more like because he lost his license and that was his
He's
big
disavowed.
thing. Yeah, he I thought this one was nice. It had this was in the 80s. If it wasn't super obvious. And it did really kind of feel like an 80s movie. I really was happy to see it, not only because he's my first Bond, but because the surrounding, the things in the movie started to feel more familiar to stuff that I'd actually seen growing up. I enjoyed this one. I thought I liked the 80s stuff. The 80s version of the Bond theme, like, yeah, it was so good. I would have to say, oh, I hate to say B tier just because I feel like, let's do, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say B tier. A low B tier, but B tier nonetheless. Yeah, I was debating if I should put in the C tier because I feel like saying it's a C tier movie is like not that good. It's like I enjoyed it a lot,
And
but compared to other Bond movies,
and Timothy Dalton as a whole.
Timothy Dalton as a whole, I liked him enough, but yeah, he's definitely C when you're comparing it to the others.
Again, I feel like he did a fine job, but he just needed more to work with.
Yeah, I agree.
And the fact he only got 2 movies kind of doesn't help either.
Yeah.
But next we have the one we watched the most recently, with Sean Connery.
Pierce Brosnan.
Or Pierce Brosnan, right? My brain. Okay, yeah, Pierce. I did not find ones that had their labels. Unfortunately, the ones that I did have labels on, or one of the ones I did, Lazenby, was from the DVD sets. And it says collection underneath the name. I'm like, I don't want to have that. So I tried to find the most iconic look for him. But yeah, the first one we had was a Golden Eye.
Yes, yes.
Which is one of the most recent ones we watched because this I own a DVD.
Yeah, it is, of course, the movie that they based the infamous or famous rather N64 game. I was one of those college students. If you guys remember seeing the commercial when they re-released it and they were talking about college kids playing it, I lived that. Our friend, our neighbor, Roger, no relation to Roger Moore, I'm sure. Well, actually, I don't know. He lived next door to us in the student housing that we were in, effectively student housing. And we would go over to his place on weekends, and then we would play GoldenEye.
Okay.
And
meanwhile, I rented GoldenEye, and I was not any good at it.
Yeah. Oh, the multiplayer was where it was at. There were a lot of multiplayer games.
But in any case, even though I wasn't good at it, I played it enough where watching the movie, I was hearing all these like sound effects and musical cues. I was like, just like from the game.
Yeah.
The opening scene where he dives off of the dam is actually the highest bungee jump off in a movie, I think it said. But anyhow, we got famous actress from the X-Men, Famke Janssen, as Xenia Onatopp.
Oh, I was thinking of X-Files. Oh my gosh. Yes, the X-Men. She was playing Jean Grey. But in this movie, she does not play Jean Grey.
Yeah, she plays Xenia Onatopp.
Yeah, and she, I know it's her, but I can barely tell it's her. Like, she was nice, very, very, she did a good job in this movie.
Also, the other Bond girl on the left there, she is the one who is notoriously really bad at getting the heck out of your way in GoldenEye the game. She's always in danger, and you will lose the mission so many times because she gets gunned down. She can't stay out in cover.
Yeah, I think,
also,
we just watched, or is this?
This is the second to last one we watched.
Oh, okay.
This one also has, does it not actually list him on here? The guy who played, Nightcrawler.
Oh,
right?
Cummings, right? Cummings,
Alan. What? No, did I mix it up? Oh, well. Let me see. Let's see. Sean Bean is also in there.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
Actually, does not credit him in this. But anyhow, Bono actually wrote the theme song, but Tina Turner sang it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, what did you think of GoldenEye? The movie.
It introduced spoilers. I know we usually say this part for the end, but my favorite Bond.
Oh,
my absolute favorite Bond. It is. I enjoyed the movie. Thought it was a pretty decent Bond movie. Again, like it shifts. I feel like it shifts even more to being a serious movie rather than the overly over the top camp that, especially the Roger Moore movie. He had like one of them he did the Tarzan, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little
And-
out there.
And they played a Beach Boys song in one of while he was skiing and being attacked. It was I thought it was fun. Yeah, this was more serious. I liked it, but to me, oh, I hate to say it, even because I love him. Oh my gosh! As far as you know what, I hate to keep saying B, but I'm gonna put it. I want it to be a B tier movie.
Okay.
There's just so many Bond movies.
All right. Next we have Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay, this is the one we just watched.
No.
No? I thought you said it was the second. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Tomorrow Never Dies is the one where
Oh, Michelle, yeah.
the newspaper mogul is trying to create headlines that he gets
Yes.
first.
Yes, this one, I loved the villain
The
in there.
motorcycle.
Yeah, it's one of the villains when I saw this movie in passing, he's one of the things about the movie that really stuck with me. I thought the villain was great, very traditional Bond villain, had the outfit, the crazy scheme that is bizarre but easy to follow, the gadgets, the overconfidence, the supporting woman. You got Terry Hatcher. I think she's. I mean, I grew up. I remember watching her on Lois and Clark,
Oh.
and then she was, of course, in Supergirl as a completely different character.
Who was she in Lois and Clark?
She was Lois.
Ah.
So anyhow,
I was trying.
I loved. Is Michelle Yeoh? Am I saying that right?
I hope so.
Yeah, she was amazing from Everything Everywhere All at Once. She is just as amazing in this movie. This one was great. This one, I feel like the Pierce Brosnan movies. I have more of a connection with them than I do the Daniel Craig. But
So the one detail I had about this movie is that they got Jackie Chan's stunt team to fight her in her big action scene in a bicycle shop because she's apparently very physical in her stunt work. So they needed people who could actually take a hit.
yeah, and it really does feel like a Jackie Chan fight scene more so than a Bond movie. But I really like this one. To me, this is A tier Bond.
Okay. And now we have The World Is Not Enough.
Oh yeah. One guy who seemed like he kept dying. Yeah, this is the one with the Tammy and the T-Rex person.
Okay.
I was trying to look at the
Also,
name of it.
Bond skiing again. I think it's the
Yeah.
only time Pierce Brosnan skis.
Yes, and he skis with a lot of cuts and no wide shots, which implies to me that he's not.
It's not really him doing it.
Yeah,
Brosnan doing it.
and also like they didn't the shots of Bond just weren't as good skiing in this one as they were in the other movies. It felt way more tacked on. I
Yeah.
actually did not enjoy.
And
them
Robbie
doing-
Coltrane as it was in both this one and the GoldenEye, right? Yeah, he was in GoldenEye as well.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed this. Definitely not as much as the last one. I feel like out of all the Bond movies, it's too bad they don't have the names on this one.
Yeah. I wanted to go for the most dynamic looking picture.
Yeah, this one had some really great scenes. Of course, he had more boats because Bond boats.
And when he was doing the skiing, he was up against fan-powered jet skis.
Yeah, that was super weird, but I like that. I like
They parachuted in and then landed.
To stick. Yeah. I liked it, but I would say for me this would be a C tier. I am like C tier. Doesn't mean it was a bad movie. Doesn't mean don't see it. I'm just saying that they were Bond movies that I liked more than this one. Okay.
And now the one we just finished watching.
I love this one. This one was great. Like, there are Bond movies that I like more than other Bond movies, but this one, I feel like if this wasn't a Bond movie, it still would have been good. Like it was fantastic. You could swat. You got Halle Berry in there. She's wonderful. It has all the typical Bond stuff, but man, like several like villains that like all of them I find interesting. They have this awesome appearance. So you got oh my gosh, a couple of them you actually get Bond. He is actually captured for a while. He doesn't just immediately escape. And, he's burned like in Burn Notice where they burn you. They disavow your existence and just pretend you're not a thing anymore. And then of course it doesn't really. And over the course of the movie, he's pretty much going right back to his old job. But the villains were fantastic. Their appearances were amazing. The sci-fi aspect was a little silly, but not so silly that it felt completely out of place. I thought, like, out of all the Bond movies, this has to be of all the ones that we saw. This one's my favorite.
Okay.
I
am so happy to hear you say that.
Yeah, that was S tier Bond for me. Like, it's so good. If I had to rewatch any of these, if you came to me one day and said, pick one Bond movie to rewatch, it'd be this one. But yes, easily.
Now, first of all, something that one is not as very well regarded apparently, and I don't know why. I have yet to hear any decent reason why people don't like it. But also, I wanted to point out that there is a reference to every previous of the 19 other James Bond movies in that movie.
Yes.
I don't know this. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember that when I got this, I looked up a list and had a list printed out of all the different references. Even though I hadn't actually seen most of the Bond movies, I just kind of knew some of the scenes. My mom recorded them on TV, so I probably saw bits and pieces. But anyhow.
They had the jetpack from like the first movie.
And the crocodile suit.
Yeah, it was all there. He's like, hey, does this thing still work? And it like went off for a second. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's good.
But yeah,
A tier.
Plus the laser beam scene with Halle Berry was a reference to Goldfinger.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, like I said, there is apparently some degree of reference to every movie in the series. So anyway, how would you rank Pierce Brosnan?
Oh, he's S tier. Absolute favorite Bond. He looks the part. He has this incredible swagger. He's just fantastic. I would just
Yeah, definitely wish he got one more movie.
Yeah. He has my favorite look of all the Bonds too.
And lastly, we have Daniel Craig.
Yeah, he is wonderful too.
He was another one that people were hesitant to accept. I think it was a blonde Bond. That can't be done. Can't have Bond
because like Roger Moore, especially towards the end, had very light hair.
Anyhow, his first movie, Casino Royale, taking it back to the beginning. The first James Bond was a parody, I believe. They did Casino Royale with I forgot his name. Yeah. But anyhow, they remade it with Daniel Craig and made it a serious movie, and it's his origin.
Yes, this is a new continuity. While the other movies.
It kind of is, and it kind of isn't. Judi Dench carries over as M.
She carries over, but it's just...
But it is meant to be his start.
Yeah, it's the same character. It's a similar character played by the same person, but it is a reboot. There is no direct connections outside of Judi Dench.
Yes.
She is absolutely it. Aside from that, It's like a retelling of his origin story, and it's grittier than the other Bond movies.
Also, kind of the interesting choice. The movie starts in black and white as we reveal how James earned his 00 status.
Yeah.
And as soon as he does, it goes to color.
Yeah, and there is no. The movie does not open up with him shooting you through a circle. They said that for the very end of the movie because they wanted to set the tone that this is not. This is a whole other kind of Bond movie. And it
Yeah.
shifted the focus. The intro song, usually blanketed by silhouettes of beautiful women,
Yes.
is pretty much just Bond kicking butt this time around.
Yeah, that was. I really liked the
Yeah.
style of the intro. When we get to the theme song ones, we'll see how that one ranks.
Yeah.
Ranks there against
But
the others.
this one was pretty good, and they actually all the Daniel Craig movies that feel a bit more connected. Like you kind of
Yes.
have to watch them in order. You don't
So-
have to, but you gain a lot more
So
if
we
you
got
do.
Eva Green, Mads Mikkelsen, Jeffrey Wright, and Judi Dench.
Yeah, this one was excellent. I like the villain. It has yeah they have the rope from the one scene on his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I liked it a lot. I do prefer the campier Bond movies, but I get why they went this direction with it. Daniel Craig is excellent. He's an excellent actor. I don't know if I hope he's not an absolutely terrible person, and I suspect he might be, but he's a wonderful actor. I thought this was a great movie, a great Bond movie, and if you don't like Bond but wanted to watch a Bond movie, this is the one you would start with this. I would say I gotta give it to him. I'm gonna say A tier.
Okay.
It's not my favorite, but overall, what it means to the franchise, it's gotta be A. S tier.
Like I said, I feel like it's one of those ones where you can watch it in a vacuum.
Yep.
And it still works. Anyway, Quantum of Solace. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I loved his CIA friend in this. He was an excellent character. I wanted to see more of him. You could see him here in the
right there.
yeah. They can't see you pointing, but there you go. He is just
Felix Leiter. He was in Casino Royale as well.
yeah. He was an excellent character. Yes, he was wonderful in Casino Royale. It's refreshing to see another character other than Bond like have some level of significance. Um, Gosh, was this the one with the oil?
This is the one with the.
He's trying to get the desert.
Yeah, the one they ended up in the desert with the oil.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember now. Yeah, I thought I liked this one. I felt like it had a less satisfactory ending.
Trying to remember if this is the one where he rode the motorcycle on the rooftops, or if that's another one. A
Right.
lot of his
the
movies blend
motorcycle.
together. But he's riding it in that picture, so I'm assuming that one means this is the one.
Yeah. Gosh, I like this. I didn't really like the villains as much in this. Not they weren't bad. There's always like multiple tiers in these movies of villains. Um, Gosh, I would say this is for me. I would say, it's not a bad movie. It's either going to be a C or a B. Um, just because I didn't care for the villains too much, I would say C. It's not that bad. I could be convinced to move that. That's another one I'm not sure of. It might be a B tier.
This is the one that I fell asleep watching in the theater, and I was like, I was reading people saying, "Oh, this is actually one of the best Bond movies." So I was like, "Okay, I gotta give this another chance." Rewatched it with you, and I'm like, "Okay, I see why I didn't like it."
Yeah.
I didn't so much. I can't remember any specific reasons why I didn't like it, but I definitely feel like I can double down on my feeling of not caring for that one. Now, Skyfall, the one right after it.
Yes. We actually get to. Did we get to meet Q in this one or the previous one? Or is this the first one with the new Q? Or this
I think
universe
this
is
could
Q?
be the one with Q.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. He was.
I had forgotten it took him this long to be introduced into this time.
Yeah, they didn't want to just throw all the Bond characters at you. They wanted to like give you a time. They never. Oh, it's so good.
Judi Dench once again is M.
Yep. This is. They're getting closer to making it more familiar. Oh gosh, who was the villain in this one? Always takes me a minute. Skyfall. Wait, was this the one with Blofeld?
No.
I see. Okay. Think on your sins. I actually don't remember who the villain is in this one.
I'm trying to think of it. uh,
We watched
well,
so many of these at once. Uh,
I wish the
is it
details
this
were on
guy?
there.
Yeah, we need a summary. I honestly don't remember that. I had a tough time with this. See, they didn't have an over the top space base or anything like that. Oh man, I've just drawn a blank on what happens in this. I just remember Q being introduced. Is this what was this where they burn MI6?
No.
Oh man.
That is where he goes home to his to Skyfall, the place where he grew up.
Oh.
Oh yeah, cast. Javier Bardem. Okay, so that was the one with Javier Bardem. I didn't want to say the wrong one.
Okay.
So yeah, Javier Bardem plays the villain in this one. Can you make out if it says what his character's name is on there?
Yeah, it says Silva, Raul Silva.
Raul Silva, yeah. So he was a former 00 agent who sadly took his cyanide capsule and it dissolved inside of his face.
Yeah,
and he pulls out a piece that he's prosthetic denture plate that he's got in his face.
It was more than just his face that was affected. That was just the most visual aspect of it. He talked about somehow living through the cyanide, like it wreaked havoc on his body, and that was one of the few very easily visible scars. That was he was okay. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't seem to be. Right, if he's on here, I cannot spot him. But also, Ray Fiennes joins the team on this one. So can you read what it says his name is on there?
Okay, I had to find his.
He's the second last pick.
Mallory.
Mallory.
Yeah, Mallory.
So he was introduced here, and Judi Dench is still here, and we mentioned, we get Q for the first time, and Bond. We finally get backstory on Bond. We find out where he grew up and how he was an orphan.
That's right.
Apparently, it was a thing. It was mentioned in the Pierce Brosnan movie that he was an orphan, but I didn't see the original movies to know if that was anything that came up as his backstory before that. But here, it's fully explored. We get to find his childhood home, which they defend Home Alone style. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Now that I remember, that's what happens. Yes, Ray Fiennes becoming the new M.
Not spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. Come on, the movie's like 100 years old now.
It's like 20 years old.
It is. I enjoyed this a lot. The Daniel Craig movies, it is definitely high up there. I would say for me, I would say it's A-list. A tier. A tier. Very good movie. Another one, like I said, if you haven't ever watched Bond movies and you only wanted to watch a couple, like just watch the Daniel Craig movies.
Now we got Spectre. This is the one with the big scene at Dia de los Muertos parade and the helicopter scene.
Yes, I enjoyed the helicopter stuff. I did not see this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Chicago watched it out of order and was very tight-lipped that he actually skipped over it.
So, yeah, this one introduces the concept that the Hydra-like organization Spectre has been behind all the villains in the previous movies. It was me, Bond. I'm the one who did it. It was me, and I'm totally Blofeld. And, Dave Bautista shows up as pretty much just Jaws. He's a mute henchman who chases after Bond and beats up on him. Some of his scenes are pretty cool, but you kind of wish he talked, considering we know he's capable as an actor. It's like, when did Spectre come out? 2015. Was he Drax yet at that point? Do you happen to know?
No, he was not Drax.
He was not Drax. So yeah, Drax is probably how he like got known for being capable of acting. I feel. But yeah, in this, he's just, hey, we want a wrestler guy to be a big imposing threat. So yeah, if this movie came out after Guardians of the Galaxy, they would have given him dialogue, and he would have been a lot cooler of a villain. But yeah, it's kind of a letdown of a movie in my opinion, and from what I hear, a lot of other people felt let down by it as well.
Might have been Drax by this point. It's pretty close. But
Well, it's possible he filmed it before
oh gosh, yeah.
the movie
I
had
would
come
say
out.
for most certainly this would have they would have started before that. Yeah, I can't really comment on this one because I didn't really see it. Um, I would say it's Daniel Craig, so it can't be that bad. I would get if I had to put it anywhere, what little bit of ice because I seen bits and pieces. I saw the Blofeld. This was one of the movies they played on our demo television at work, my old job.
Okay, so you do want to rank it?
I would just put it in C, and that's mostly it's an unfair rating for it, but I gotta put it somewhere.
Okay, and the last one, we got No Time to Die. I had not seen this one until we watched it together, and this one came out while we were together. I believe in 2021. That's right, because they had to rewrite some of the stuff because of the pandemic. There is a whole virus angle that comes into play in the movie, and yeah, you can kind of see how the pandemic played into things with that. They had to change a few things. But yeah, as previously mentioned, Ray Fiennes took over as M in the previous movie, and yeah, he's M in this. We got confirmation that Q is gay in this
Yes,
this universe.
it's pretty subtle, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely.
I think I read that his actor is gay as well, so that was probably what informed them to make the character that, because it definitely was not portrayed that way in the original run of the of the character.
Yeah, because the original run we don't really know anything about Q other than he's the quirky.
He may as well be
type.
asexual.
Yes, he might as well be. Robbie Malek was wonderful in this one. I feel like with minimal, but granted they did put a decent amount of makeup on him, but it felt like
I feel like he did a great job. It didn't feel like, oh, that's just Rami Malek.
Yeah, I really did feel.
He felt like his own character.
Yeah, absolutely. Fell into the role there. I didn't even really see Robbie Malek. And yeah, there's another double O here that takes over James's position, and
oh, that's right. That's who that is there.
That's 007.
So in this one, James Bond has kind of been retired for a while, and he has to come back into the scene because of reasons.
Yes.
And this woman is the new 007.
Yeah, he's actually tried to like settle down and live a normal life with a woman.
He kind of low key resents her for taking his number, though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you thought they were retiring your number? Well, I am 007 now.
Something like that.
But yeah, it's unfortunate that like she couldn't just have a different number and he worked together with her and she get to be equally as cool. Pretty much every scene that she shares with Daniel Craig, she's got to be on the losing end because Daniel Craig's got to be on top. Yeah. He's got to be the cool.
I like this one. I feel like it was a decent Bond movie. Not his best, but certainly not his worst. I would say, oh gosh, No Time to Die. Oh man. Compared to some of these other movies, I would say it's B tier. And Daniel Craig, of course, is my... I don't know where to put him. Wherever my empty spot is, that's where he'd go. There you go, he'd be D tier. Doesn't mean he's bad. I think he's a wonderful guy, wonderful actor, but I feel so bad rating some of these guys so low, but it's just because I'm rating it against it. I said it 1,000 times. He's wonderful, and like D tier Bond is like, it's still top of the list as far as action heroes go. Except for Lazenby, I'm sorry. Sorry to him, he didn't do enough. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you never did one movie.
I'm pretty satisfied with that list there.
All right, and me too.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I didn't just rank everything low. That it ended up like evening out a bit here. But yeah, the ones that I ranked lower, I felt didn't have enough of the qualities that I would like in the movies, and all the ones in the S tier rank I could totally watch again anytime. And I feel like each of them you could watch independently. Each of the S tier ones all work.
Yeah.
You can watch them, any of them.
Yeah.
I'm also should I? No, GoldenEye did have some weaknesses, so I am keeping it here. Okay, so yeah, we've rambled on long enough, but yeah, next time I'm thinking we'll rank the James Bond's opening theme songs.
Yeah. I'm stoked for that.
So yeah, thanks for watching, and happy Freezing Friday.
Bye.
It's still Friday in some parts of the country. Bye.
Oh no, it was my cursor. There we go.